Welcome to another makeup declutter. Alright guys, so what I'm going to be doing today is eyeshadow palettes. So it's not going to be like single eyeshadows or anything like that. It's going to be eyeshadow palettes, small or large. I keep my eyeshadow palettes usually in my Alex drawer, in one of these, like midway into the Alex drawer. The smaller palettes, I usually keep them more high up, like over here where I have other shadows, but I brought them down just so I could do this whole declutter thing. This, I don't know why it's here because this is a blush palette, so it's not going to go in here. Alright, so let's start off with, I'm going to start with this one. This is the Jcat Sparkling Cream Palette, and this is like the only glitter, I hope you guys can see it well, this is like the only glitter palette I own, but I'm actually going to be getting rid of it. The only color I have ever tried is this one. I did try it last September for childhood cancer awareness. It's like a gold color. These shadows aren't really that good. They look so pretty, but when you like swatch them and put them on your hand or even your eye, whatever, like they sparse all over the place. I don't know if I can explain that to you. So I had a lot of trouble with this one right here. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can tell you. So I'm going to be getting rid of that one. The next one here is the Vegas collection from Makeup Geek, and I actually really like this one, but I'm not even sure what I'm going to be doing with this. Let me show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. It's the Vegas Lights palette, and it does have very gorgeous colors in it. My favorite color is Roulette. It has Casino, Sin City, Roulette, Mirage, Desert Sands, and Bada Bing. And they are all really pretty colors. I'm not even sure what I want to do yet with this. I haven't reached for it too much though, so that's why I'm pretty much on the fence about it. So we'll see. I'm going to think about this one. It's going to go in a maybe pile. The next palette I have here, I believe I got from like, oh, I got it from the Body Shop. And look how cute the packaging is. I think I got it during like a winter time. I believe I got it during winter time, I don't know. And then I got it because it had this cute like blue and white color in it, and I thought that that was super adorable, but to tell you the truth, I never really reached for this at all. So I think I'm going to be getting rid of this palette because I don't, and I have other blue like icy shades like that in other palettes, so I'm going to be getting rid of this one. Next palette is one of my favorites, and this is the Maybelline Blush Nudes palette, and I do reach for this a lot, at least 2 or 3 times a week probably, so I will be keeping this one. The next one is the Maybelline Nudes palette, and this is another one that I really like a lot, and I do reach for this, not as much as the Blush Nudes, but I do reach for it, so I will be keeping this one. Let me open it up so you can see what it looks like without this sticker. So this is what the palette looks like, all neutral colors, a lot of cream and whites and stuff like that. So I will be keeping this one. The next palette I have in here is the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, and why is this not focusing? Come on, you could do it. Okay, this is the Natural Eyes palette. Too Faced has a bunch of palettes like these that I really love. I've been dying to get the Sugar Pop one. Natural Eyes palette has a daytime look, I'm sorry it's so dirty, a classic look, and a fashion look. Is that what that says? Yeah, so it's like a day and night, you know, kind of palette, and I actually really do like this, and I do reach for this one a lot. I use a lot of these two colors right here, and sometimes these down here a lot is what I use the most, and I do use the white as a highlight, so I will be keeping this one. The next palette is the NYX Dreamcatcher palette in Dusk Till Dawn, and I never reach for this palette. Let me show you guys what it looks like. It is a very pretty palette with like a lot of neutral colors. It reminds me a lot of the Nudes palette, the Maybelline one, but I never reached for this. I maybe have reached for one color or two colors one time, and then I've never reached for it ever again. So I will be getting rid of this palette. The next palette I got in an Ipsy bag, and this is Ipsy with NYX, and this palette is called, does it have a name? I don't remember if this palette had a name, but I do love this palette. I love the 3 colors in it. I reach for it a lot. Sorry. I reach for these 2 colors the most. They kind of look like the ones that are in the Naturalized palette from Too Faced. But I do love this palette a lot, so I will be keeping this one. The next palette I have is the Maybelline The Brights palette, and I don't reach for this one too often. I did reach for it during like Easter several times, and for a summer look that I did reach for it, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be keeping this or not because I don't reach for it periodically. So let me show you what this looks like. It has very pretty springy colors. I do like it a lot, but I don't tend to reach out for it. And then I think I have another palette here which I don't want to get rid of that has all these colors. So I will be thinking about this one. It's a maybe right now. This palette I will never get rid of no matter what, even if I don't ever reach for it, and I will show you why right now. This is the Esperanza palette from Kat Von D. The main reason why I ever got this palette is because one of the colors is named Selena. I don't know if you can see it. It's the purple color right there, and it's named Selena. So of course, guys, I had to buy this palette. But I do really like the palette. It's so pretty. The Selena color is beautiful. The Placebo color is gorgeous. This one down here, this one here. So I will be keeping this palette. Like I said, no matter what, I will always keep this palette. The next palette is the one that was created by That's Heart with BH Cosmetics, and this palette is so cute. I loved it. As soon as I saw it, I had to get it because it's so girly. It has like the little lace. It's so cute, and I actually think that this palette is really good for traveling, especially because it has everything right in the palette. It has a blush color, it has different types of colors. You could create a neutral color, you could create a more fun color with this palette, and you also have your bronzer, you have a highlight. So it's a pretty good palette. I really do like it a lot, and I think I will be keeping this one. This isn't a palette. These are just some shades that I got from Urban Decay. It was 7 Days of Shadow, and I got this as a sample. I don't remember from where, why, but I have not touched it. So I will just be getting rid of this because I know I am not going to ever touch them. So I'm just going to get rid of it. The next palette is from e.l.f., and this is one of their Prism eyeshadow palettes. And let's see which one this is. This is the Smoke palette, and let me show you what that looks like. That's what that looks like. They're very pretty colors. I do like that emerald green, the blue. They're very pretty colors, but I really don't hardly ever reach for this palette at all. I think I might be getting rid of this one because I don't ever reach for it. Like, when do I ever reach for these colors? I think I did a St. Patrick's look once and I used the green, but other than that, I don't think I've ever used any of the other colors. So I think I just might as well and get rid of it. I do like these palettes because they're really convenient. They're small, they're sleek. I have another one of these which I think I am gonna keep, and I really like them. This palette right here is the Natural palette by NYX, and I don't even think I have ever opened this palette at all. So I am going to be getting rid of this because I don't ever reach for it. I don't even open it. I don't do anything with it. So, I mean, it's like if I've never had it. So yeah, I'm going to be getting rid of this one. It's just like a neutral palette, very pretty, but I've never reached for it at all. So I'm going to be getting rid of that. The next palette is another one of the NYX Dreamcatcher palettes, and this is the one in Golden Horizons, and this is another one that I think I will be getting rid of as well. I have not ever reached for this palette at all. I don't even think this has been swatched. I'm not sure. Maybe this purpley plummy color right here I've used maybe once, but other than that, I've not really used this. So yeah, we'll be getting rid of this. If you guys are interested in like a vlog sale, let me know. If not, well, then I'll probably be gifting them to friends or family members. But if you guys are interested in like a vlog sale for any palettes mentioned or anything like that that I'm going to be getting rid of, let me know if that's something you guys would like to do. The next palette is one of the Wet n Wild ones, and this is the Eyeshadow ones, and this is Poster Child. I really love this palette. I've reached for it several times. It has super fun colors, and I think I will be keeping this one. I really love it. Next one is also one of the Wet n Wild 8 color ones, and this is the one in Comfort Zone. This is a very spoken about palette on YouTube, and let me tell you, it is totally worth it. Beautiful colors. I've already hit pan on this one up here. It's so worth it. I love this palette so much, and I will be keeping this one. These are like earthy colors. Love this. I need to use this more. I have some more Wet n Wild ones and a lot of ones that I have not used. This one is Angels in Aubergine. This is a very beautiful palette. I'm not sure if I want to keep this yet or if I want to give it away. I don't know what I want to do yet, because I really do like this, but there's one that's kind of similar to this. I just have to kind of decide between the two, because this one and this one are kind of similar, and this is Spoiled Brat, and they're pretty similar, don't you guys think? Like, except that one of them has an extra shadow, everything else is kind of similar. And I don't know which one I like more. Like, I'm leaning more towards this one, like the Angels in Aubergine, but I really like the pink here. Like, for a really crazy look or a really like pop of color, I really like this pink right here too. So I'm not sure what I want to do yet. The black here has like shimmer, and this black here doesn't. So that's another thing that I like. But I think I have shimmer, like a black shimmer in one of the palettes. So I think I'm probably going to keep the Angels in Aubergine, and I'm going to get rid of the Spoiled Brat. This is Sweet as Candy, and I have 2 of these. I don't know why I have 2 of them. I actually have 3 of them. Oh my god, I have 3 Sweet as Candy palettes from Wet n Wild. And this one has been opened, and I don't know if I've used it. This one has also been opened, and I have used this one. And this one has not been opened. So I'm actually going to be getting rid of this one, giving it away. These are beautiful. This is like beautiful right here. Just beautiful. Yes, I don't know how that happened, but it did. So yeah, I'm going to be keeping these 2 and hopefully be using them. This one is open, but it hasn't really been used, so I wouldn't mind getting rid of this one as well, like gifting it to a family member or a friend that doesn't mind that the seal is broken, and then just keeping one. The next one I have is Walking on Eggshells, and it's super dirty, but this is so beautiful. This is like another really famous little trio, and I love this one. I'm going to be keeping this. The next one I have not used, and it's Spoiled Army Brat, and I kind of like these 3 colors together. Like, how would it look to have this color in the brow bone and this in the crease and this on the eyelid? Like, I would love to use this and see how that goes. So I think I'm going to be keeping this one. And I have one more from like those Wet n Wild ones, and this one is Melrose at Night, and this is just so beautiful. This is like, I haven't opened it yet, but this is like a classy nighttime palette, and I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I feel like I have similar ones to this, but then at the same time, like, I really do like having this and having it tell me where everything goes, because I am lost when it comes to makeup, guys. You know how I am. I've told you guys several times that I'm not like perfect at makeup, so I like having these where it tells me where everything goes, you know. So I think I'm going to be keeping this one for now. I have is another e.l.f. Prism eyeshadow palette, and this is in Sunset, and this was a gift from Aggie to me in one of our swaps. And of course, like usual, I never remember which one it was. It was Christmas or Valentine's, I don't know. And this one is just absolutely beautiful. Like, there are no words to explain how beautiful this palette is. So I'm going to be keeping this one because I absolutely love it. I have not reached for it yet, but I'm in love with these colors and I'm in love with this palette, so I cannot get rid of it. And since it was from Aggie, hello, I can't get rid of it. So yeah, guys, hopefully maybe I'll be doing a look soon or something with this. I wish I was so much better at makeup. I need to start playing with this stuff. So I'm going to be keeping this one. This was a gift from my Secret Cupid last year, and I still have not used this palette, but I am not going to get rid of it because I'm just going to show you how functional and how like perfect this is for travel. And I'm going to take this one with me on my next like vacation. I'm not going to take anything else but this, like literally. This palette has like 8 eyeshadow colors. It has like a lip color, it has blushes, it has the little applicator and the mirror. Like this is like perfection. I love it. I love this little palette. I have not used it because, as you guys know, I like tend to like kind of stick to one thing when I know how to use it or whatever, but I want to like venture out this year and see. So yeah, it has like these beautiful colors. You can use this for like brow. You can use these for your brows. You can use this up here for highlight and this one here for highlight as well. You have your blushes. If you don't like that bright like orangey corally color, which looks more orange on camera than it really is, it's more reddish than what it looks like on camera. I don't know why cameras sometimes don't pick up the colors correctly, but yeah, so it's a lot more beautiful in person than what it's looking like right now. But if you don't like that color, you can just bring a lipstick and then your palette and you're set, you know. So I'm going to be keeping this one. The next palette I got from IT Cosmetics, and this is the Naturally Pretty palette, and I actually want to keep this palette. I already know that I want to keep this palette, even though I have done absolutely nothing with it. I know that I want to keep it. This palette is so beautiful. Like, look how beautiful those colors are. I don't know if the camera's picking them up correctly, but I've only swatched them, but they are so beautiful. Like, I really want to play with makeup this year, guys. Like, I need to do it, because if not, I'm never gonna know. But look how beautiful they are. This palette reminds me a lot of the Lorac palette, which I've been wanting to get for like ever. But if you have this one, you're good. You don't even need the Lorac palette. I love these colors. Next palette, I believe I'm going to be getting rid of. This is the Revealed palette, and I got this in a Boxy charm. And this palette is so similar to like other ones that I already have. And if I put it next to like, for example, what do you call it? If I put it next to like the IT Cosmetics palette or this other palette that I have that I'm going to show you, it's kind of the same thing. So, I mean, it is very beautiful. They are neutral shades. The camera is like not doing any of these shades justice, like, to tell you the truth. They're so much more beautiful than what the camera is showing. I don't want to stick my finger in them because I haven't even swatched them. Like, literally, I haven't even swatched this palette. But this is kind of like, it reminds you of like one of those naked palettes. It's really gorgeous. And I think I'm going to be getting rid of this, either gifting it or vlog sailing it or whatever, because I don't use this. I've never used it and I probably never will. So that's what I'm going to do with that. This right here is the Vice palette. And guys, I have not touched this palette, not even once. But I am not going to get rid of this palette because I absolutely love the colors in this palette. This is, I don't even know if this is the regular Vice, the Vice 3. I don't even know what this is. I just know it's one of the Vice palettes that was going around, and I had to get it. And guys, look at these colors. Look at this. Like, they are absolutely beautiful. So I'm not going to be getting rid of this palette, obviously. I'm going to be trying to get into it. Hopefully, I will try to like practice a smoky eye with this, you know. I just want to do so many different things. See, guys, like what I told you, like the Maybelline, the Brights palette, there's colors in here that are like either similar or the same to it. So it's like, why keep the Brights palette when I really want the Vice palette? And the colors are kind of, they're not exactly the same, but they're very similar, you know what I mean? So I might as well just keep the Vice palette, which is the one that I really actually want. So I'm going to be keeping that. This one is like my first eyeshadow palette. I don't think I'm ever going to be getting rid of this ever. This was like my first eyeshadow palette when I first started watching YouTube. It's the Coastal Scents 88 color palette. And yes, these colors of course are like repeated. I have these colors. I've used this several times though, and I really do like these, and I think it's just nice to have this variety. This was so hyped up like back in the days when I first started watching YouTube, back like in 2010. Everybody was like getting these palettes, and I got the color eyeshadow palette, so I would never be getting rid of this one. And then this one right here is, I don't even know if this is like a real Naked 2 or a fake Naked 2. I think it's an imitation because I didn't get it off any website where it would indicate to me that it was a real one, but it's like exactly, like look at this, like it's crazy. Like it's, everything is done exactly, you know, like the same. And maybe it is a real one because it says like distributed by Urban Decay, and it's, I don't know, like it might be, you never know. So this is the Naked 2, and this palette was like was supposed to be like the one that had like more rosy type colors, and like I tell you, the camera does not do it justice at all. Like it doesn't pick up the colors how they are. But yeah, this is the one with like, no, the Urban Decay 3 was the more rosy colors. I don't know, I'm like so confused right now. But when they came out with like the Naked 1 and the Naked 2, I liked the Naked 2 better, so I decided to go ahead and go for it. And I really have not used this at all, as you can tell, and I have the brush and everything, and I think I'll probably be getting rid of this because I don't use this at all. So we'll see, maybe this will be for a maybe pile. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's it for my eyeshadow palette declutters. I did get rid of, this is pretty much like the pile of things that I'm for sure getting rid of. This is the pile of things that I'm keeping. And then this is kind of like 2 or 3 things that I have on a maybe pile, including like this right here, like the Naked 2. This is a gift on here, so it's not like part of, it's just a gift for a friend. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's the end of my eyeshadow palette makeup declutter. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Love you. Bye, my loves.